Welcome back to the DraftKings Life Podcast. I'm your host, Meg Powers, Talent Acquisition Specialist, and I'm joined by Rebecca Thornburg, Recruitment Marketing Specialist. What is up, Becca?
Meg, what's happening? It happens every year, but I still can't believe how fast this summer has gone by. It's been so fun. It's been so warm and just so crazy.
I know. I am getting excited for some pumpkins and some basic fall things. But I love September too. So I'm really hoping Virgo season. But
let's go.
Besides all of that, let's just jump right into the episode today. We're going to learn more about life in our Tel Aviv office. We're joined by two very exciting guests from the engineering department, Ohad and David. Hey guys, welcome.
Hey. Hello, hey.
How about you both introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit more about what you do here at DraftKings?
All right, so I'm David. I lead a squad here in the live casino group. Currently, we're working on developing DraftKings' first in-house developed casino game, which is actually the Auto American Roulette.
Live casino.
Live casino, yeah. Which is super cool. And it's just the beginning. And basically, we're just building the foundations for all of the future live casino at DraftKings. There's a lot to wait for. And I've been at DraftKings for almost a year now.
And I'm Ohad. I'm Director of Engineering. I joined, I think, last July. A bit over a year. I just tell these guys what to do and they do it.
That's awesome. That sounds so cool. So I really want to dive into the live casino games that you're creating. I know you're doing new features, new products, and just you're really focusing on the experience for our customers. So if you could describe to me, what is live casino and what tech do you work on every day?
Basically, let's start at the beginning at what live casino is for those of us who don't know what it is, like me, for example, a year ago. Live casino just is basically a platform which brings all types of casino games and more. So more like even hosted TV game shows, like
Be it like traditional casino games where there's a dealer and you interact with the dealer and talk to them. And then we do the game shows and anything that can give us like a live experience of what goes on either in a casino or in any gaming sort of environment. And we create a platform that allows people to have that experience and interact with the people in the studio.
So there's behind the scenes of your game on your mobile device or your PC, there's an actual studio that's running there with the dealers and the tables and the casinos and the roulettes and whatever. And you're getting the whole thing live streamed to your device, which is super cool. You can either play with friends, you can chat with the dealer, you get a better casino experience than you would with a traditional RNG casino games.
That sounds so much fun. And it's interesting to think about how you're literally building a new way for people to play games. I feel like DraftKings, we're so focused on that experience and the tech has to match that. So compared to like other tech companies in Tel Aviv, what makes our tech so different and fun to work on?
I think we have a lot of challenges. I mean, usually you would just do like traditional back end, front end, and all that. We do a lot of things. I mean, we have a lot of problems to solve. We have video, so everything is live. First of all, everything is on camera. Needs to be in sync. So, for example, we're playing a roulette game, and you are watching the roulette spin. Slowly, the ball reaches the number, and the number 3 wins. Now, our server knows what won a few seconds before you see it because you're seeing it in the delay. We can't tell you, like the number 3 just won, you think we're cheating, yeah? So things like that, getting everything in sync and everything right. We have hardware that we have to talk to the roulette machine. We have to understand what it does. We have to do this very, very quick. Dudi, want to give a few more?
Yeah, sure. I think one of the exciting things about the tech that we use here at DraftKings, or specifically on our team, is that we're actually building the foundation. We're doing everything from scratch, which is super cool and a really exciting thing for a developer, I can say for myself, which is one of the reasons why I'm here at DraftKings. You literally get to come here and draw on the whiteboard and plan the whole architecture of how this whole thing is going to work out and develop it yourself and take it all the way to production, which is super, super cool. And one of the reasons why it's so fun being here. if we want to talk about some other things that we do, tech-wise and what we deal with here at DraftKings, we touch a lot of tech, from .NET and Node.js and AWS and whatever it's needed.
We do.
For the services we need. We're not limited by the technology. So if there's something that works for us, we'll just use it, which is really cool because you get to touch a lot of stuff and you're not limited to just that one thing that you're here to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
that's like a very
constantly
important.
Yeah. It's a lot like a little startup company within DraftKings, which is amazing.
Yeah. It sounds like there has to be a lot of collaboration that goes into building out a new product and all of this different technology. So I'd love to hear about some of the challenges you faced during early development, how you overcame them, any stories that came along the way. Would love to hear any of that.
I mean, first of all, what we're doing is not a lot of companies do what we're doing. No one has actually written the book on how to do live casino. There are a few companies that do that, very big companies that provide it as a service to sort of providers. We are the first provider ever to do this. Yeah. So as it is, it's a challenge. We had to talk to a lot of people and learn how this works. I mean, there is video, there is a setup, there is the whole physical thing, building a studio and all that. It took us a long time to sort of like learn what we need to do. I mean, there was one thing to focus on the software, and that was tough as well, just doing the architecture and just planning. And we made sure, we plan and plan and plan before we start because it's a huge ecosystem that we're building. Then we had to learn the video thing. We had to learn the hardware. We had to meet with a lot of people. We were also new in the company, so we had to build the relationships, understand who does what. And DraftKings is a very big company. There's a lot of really cool techie people, to learn from and to talk to. So we had quite a long road. It's not just, all right, let's just do this. We'll write some code, hammer it out and see how it works. And this thing is live. It's always happening. We keep seeing it evolve. So I think that was like every day is a challenge for us. I mean, because there are so many things, so many balls in the air.
I'd like to elaborate on that. You were saying about the fact that we have DraftKings has a huge community of engineers here. It's not just like the 10 of us here in Israel, like the little startup I was talking about. So yeah, we did have some hardships and then things we needed to overcome in the beginning and how to solve things and how to work with the DraftKings infrastructure. But I think that the really amazing thing is that any engineer in DraftKings is basically like a Slack message away. There's like a huge community of engineers here. You have a question, you find yourself like having a hard time solving something. There are channels on Slack. We just reach out to, and people here like help out a lot, even if they're not on your team. They don't even know what you're doing, but you'll get that help, which is, as an engineer, something that's really, really useful. It's not just like the Stack Overflow community where someone random guy answers. It's someone from within your company that can help you out.
Sounds like you're both top tier problem solvers over there, which is very awesome. Why do you both love doing this type of work?
Well, I think for me personally, I love coding. I really love to code. I do it on my free time. I like it as much as watching like a series on Netflix. I really enjoy it. So the fact that I got here and I have the opportunity to do so much coding and to touch so many things and so many technologies and to learn, and there are so many people to learn from, is one of the reasons why I chose DraftKings and I would choose it over and over again. There are so many opportunities to learn and develop here and become a better programmer. That's one of the reasons. Also, I think that we are at a stage right now where we're like, since we're building the infrastructure and we're just like the A team here of the live casino, this thing is going to grow. It has to grow, and there's so much potential here. And being one of the first people here puts you in a really great position in my personal development as well. There's so much to grow here, and I think that's one of the reasons why I love doing this work so much.
Yeah, I think for me, a lot of it is very similar, in terms of like from a management perspective. And first of all, we get to be 1.0 in a big company. I've done a lot of startups. I've worked with a lot of big corporates. This is sort of like the perfect combination. You get to do something from scratch that has an endless potential and an endless roadmap. But then again, you have like a big company that supports you and has the tech and knows what to do and the deeper pockets to sort of bankroll this. So this is one thing. Plus, we get to build this from scratch as well, not just in terms of technology, but in terms of the team. I've had a lot of teams in my career, bigger ones, smaller ones, and all that, and it's like when I started, I said, what do I really want to do? Is I want to surround myself with people who are passionate about this. Anybody can come to work, just to earn a living. There's a lot of talented people, but I also want to work with people who are passionate about this, who enjoy this. And then, I don't have to do anything, because they, yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, again, you have to manage people who are not passionate about what they do. Here people come in, this is interesting for them. They always find a challenge. They like working with each other. And, it's that sort of thing, that makes our lives easier. It makes it very interesting, because we work, we spend a lot of time at work, might as well do it with people who are competent, who are, sort of like driving us to do things. And, we get to have fun on a day-to-day.
I love it. I can feel your passion coming off right now. And it's amazing that it's not just you two, it's your whole team. It's passionate about creating something so great and such a great product too. But besides the tech and besides the work itself, in Tel Aviv, I've seen so many pictures and I've talked to a few people. It seems like it's such a great community too. Whether you're working from home, you're working in the office, you guys really, it feels like everyone knows each other and are actually friends. So could you guys describe a little bit about the culture as well?
Yeah, so of course, starting with the team and the people here at the office, we are still small. We're about 10 people on our team. We're separated into two groups actually, but this thing is growing and it's growing fast. And we are either at the office together or working from home all together on Zoom and everything. And there are great vibes, there's great connections. And like Ohad said, people here are very, very passionate about what we do, which makes it so much more fun because you're doing something that you love with people who also do love doing what you're doing. So there's really great connections here. We even have a team member who's all the way in Dublin and he's totally a part of our team and we feel like he's right there with us. The office itself is a great place to work at. I mean, we work at an open space, so anyone is just a glance away. It's like, hey, can you come help me with this thing? So whenever we're at the office, we're all here together. And we have great facilities here, from ping pong tables to PlayStations and whatever. So it's really fun being here as well. And even there's a ton of restaurants down right down the elevator. So we eat lunch together. So from a social point of view, it's super fun. We really I can say for myself, but I really love coming to the office and meeting with the people here who are friends, more as well as coworkers, which is really nice. I really enjoy also meeting people who are not necessarily in our team. So whether be it, I don't know, other people who helped me on Slack when I had an engineering question, or just someone I shadowed on an interview or whatever. So we got to meet people from all around the world. It was really, really fun.
What's that?
Yeah, and we have a great view. We're on the 25th floor, so that's amazing. We get to see all of Tel Aviv and the sea, and it's really nice.
Wow, that sounds awesome. Becca and I are gonna have to come visit.
Yes,
More than welcome.
We'll go to the beach.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I feel like we are so people first too. We have the culture, we have the work-life balance, and we have the passion. So as a director, Ohad, how are you helping employees really grow their careers and grow within DraftKings?
I mean, first of all, I'm lucky enough to be at a position, where the sky is the limit, so anybody who joins, there are countless opportunities. I think DraftKings is really smart in a way that they know that developers need to grow and develop. I mean, in Israel, usually you would be a junior developer, a senior developer, or a manager. And these are the three things you can do. I think DraftKings, first of all, recognizes that, a lot of developers don't want to go and be managers just because they have a few years experience. And there are a lot of opportunities to grow. So in the technological way, there are various things you can do, and you can go very, very far. And the company really appreciates people who want to go into the techie side. And there's a lot of opportunities to go into management as well. So it's very easy for me, because we know where we're going. We keep growing our team all the time. We understand where it is, so everybody knows, what they can do. Plus, we're working in a very big company with literally hundreds of developers and loads of opportunities. So, anybody who's here, has any option they want to work with any tech they want, so it's pretty easy for me in this sense, because the company already paved the way, for us to sort of look at people and see what they want to do. We often have this discussion. We can, steer things in the right direction, and I think it's pretty great. Look at David here. He started as a developer. He's now managing a squad. So that was pretty quick. Because this is what we needed. This is where we're going.
I think we have one more question before we get to our lightning round, but what positions are you both hiring for? What are your teams looking for?
Right now, we spent a year doing a lot of backend in Israel, and now we're looking at front end. We're looking at game developers. We need people to come and actually develop the games. Obviously, we have people who are doing this for us in the company, and now we're looking to grow this in Israel. And it's super fun because you get to really do complex games, animations, 3D. This stuff has a lot of things. And we're looking for people who will also lead this technologically, who will come in, take whatever we have, and they say, this is how we do games here in Tel Aviv. So we're looking for a lot of those right now.
Awesome. Well, thank you both so much for this awesome conversation. I've learned a ton and just really enjoyed talking with you both. But we're not done yet. We're going to do a lightning round where we both ask you some fun questions.
Lightning round.
So I'm thinking we should make it a competition. I don't know if you guys are game for that, but basically I'll go through with one of you and then we'll time how quickly we get through it. And then Becca can go through with one of you as well. So who wants to go first?
Go ahead.
I'll do it. All right, let's go.
All right, I got the stopwatch ready to go.
Okay. All right, and go. What is your favorite food?
Hamburger.
Would you rather go to the beach or the mountains for vacation?
Easy, mountains.
What's your favorite sport?
Soccer, I guess.
Something you do in your free time?
Coding.
What show are you What show are you watching on TV right now?
Whatever my wife's watching.
Okay. What's your favorite app?
My favorite app?
Mhm.
I'd go with Spotify.
Mhm. When are you most productive?
Night,
Nice.
when everyone's asleep.
What subject were you best at in school?
Wow, math.
Cats, dogs, or other?
Dogs.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset. Can start
And then
working.
what was your favorite job?
DraftKings.
First job, I guess,
My
too.
first job. My first job. I was a clerk at a supermarket.
Okay.
Good. All
Awesome.
right. That was 1 minute, 7 seconds.
Okay.
Nice.
Pretty good.
All right,
Pretty
I'm
good.
ready.
Not bad. Okay, ready,
Becca,
Ohad?
You got your
Oh, yeah.
timer over there?
Yeah, I got the timer, so I can start. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. What's your favorite food?
Lobster.
Good answer. Would you rather go to the beach or the mountains for vacation?
Tough one. I think mountains.
Awesome.
Don't
What's your
judge.
favorite sport?
Sport. I don't know. I don't follow sport. Maybe basketball if I have
There we
to.
go. Sure. What's something you do in your free time?
I play guitar.
Oh, cool. What show are you watching on TV right now?
Sandman.
And what's your favorite app?
That's tough. I'll take his answer. That's Spotify.
Listen to podcasts and music. Love it. When are you most productive?
Morning. Yeah, I do stuff at 6 a.m. that most people do in their
Wow.
sleep.
Early riser. Okay.
Yeah.
What subject were you best in at school?
That's tough. I think probably literature, actually.
Ooh,
I was a good writer as well. Yeah.
awesome. Cats,
Right.
dogs, or other?
Cats. I'm allergic, but I love cats.
That's funny. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise.
Nice. And what was your first job?
I worked at a bank.
Oh, fun. All right. We're going to have to give it to David. David did it in 1 minute 7. Ohad, 1:16. Great
dear.
job, though, guys.
And you knew the answer to that
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, so much fun. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate your time. We learned a lot. I'm so excited to keep up with the products you both are creating, your teams are working on. So thank you again for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Had a great time.
Awesome. And thank you for listening. Make sure you follow us on social media at DraftKings Life, except for LinkedIn. We're simply DraftKings. This podcast is available on all major podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, Google. We got you. Be sure to download, listen, and even throw us a 5-star rating. Until next time, be safe, be kind, and take care.